Hello, guys. Welcome back. All right. We've got some really interesting news surrounding Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. And this time, the spotlight is on Lexie Hull. Lexie recently appeared on Sophie Cunningham's Show Me Something podcast, and she opened up about what it's really like being part of Caitlin Clark's team in Indiana. And let me tell you right now, Lexie made one thing very clear. She wants to stay. She wants to stay in Indiana, and she wants to keep building with Caitlin Clark and this Fever squad. Now, that's huge news when you consider what the Fever are heading into this offseason. Free agency is going to be complicated. There are a lot of moving parts, and the front office is going to have some big decisions to make. First, you've got Kelsey Mitchell. She's expected to command serious money, potentially even a max contract. The big question is whether she'll want a long-term deal with the Fever or test the market a little bit. That situation is definitely something to watch. Then you've got Lexie Hull herself, who will be a restricted free agent. That means other teams could throw some major offers her way. But the Fever will have the right to match those deals and keep her in Indiana if they choose. And of course, Sophie Cunningham will be an unrestricted free agent, meaning she can sign wherever she wants. So, the big goal here? Keep the core together. Caitlin, Sophie, Lexie. Fans want to see that trio stay intact. And after hearing Lexie speak, it sounds like she's fully on board with that plan. Now, let's break down exactly what she had to say.
I guess teams and communities in the WNBA, there's a pretty wide spectrum on how special some of them are. Everything she tells me about playing here is incredible.
It is.
Great fan support. The community loves you guys. What's your time in Indy been like?
It's grown so much.
Yeah.
My rookie year, we probably had a couple thousand people coming to games. We won 5 games that whole year.
I think that's doing it justice too.
It might be. It might be.
Yeah.
But it's that's hard. I think once you start winning and once more people start showing up, your experience changes completely. So the last couple years have been a full 180. We've changed. People are showing up. People know about the Fever. If we were to be walking in the airport, the story I just said, that would never happen today. So it's been awesome.
Do you almost cherish it more because you got to be here when things were clearly not as special?
I think so. I think it gives you perspective on what it could be like.
Right.
And when you see it and you actually have fun doing it and you love coming to the gym every day and you love the staff that's there and you love your teammates, it's important to be very grateful. And I do feel grateful to be here.
And I think Lex and I are a lot alike because we are very much do the dirty work and the energy players. And so when you do have a fan base like the Fever, it makes it so much easier because they appreciate.
Yeah. They see it. They see you.
Yeah. And you have Kelsey Mitchell, you have Aaliyah, you have Caitlin, that of course they're going to go do their thing. But when you have players that are going to go take the charge, you're just so tough and they're just people appreciate it. And when you have sold out crowds everywhere you go, it's just appreciated. And it feels good as players. You talked about in the intro that you are inspiring the next generation where you come from, around the country, with the eyes that you have on you. What is something that you cherish or gives you chills when you think about, you're still early in your career, but your career overall?
I think it's just really cool to be at games. And obviously you have the Caitlins and the Aaliyahs and the Kelseys, and you see their jerseys in the stands. Then when you see a 10 out there, it's so special because people are watching and supporting. And growing up, I didn't have someone in the W that I saw myself as or that I wanted to reach for. And I feel now with the social media and just even TV and the accessibility for people, they see us and they can actually have these dreams so much earlier. And to be one of those people is really special.
I think it's really cool to watch. All types of people will ask you for pictures or to say hi. But when you see a little girl come up to you and you can just clearly see
yourself,
what they see in you and how cool that is. That's been a fun part of getting to be around you more, is seeing little girls look up to you guys. It's so dope.
It's cool also because it's not just little girls now. It's little boys too. It's insane.
Well, I think that's what's really cool and unique about the WNBA is that we are so diverse amongst our league that every kid, boy or girl, they can look at the TV and watch someone play and like find themselves in one of the players playing. It's funny because when we watch film together, sometimes we can't tell each other apart.
Oh,
If someone messes up, it's like, oh, that was Lexie. That was me. Yeah, you know what I mean? And so we can't even tell each other apart.
When you're just sprinting and our hair looks like it's hard.
Like,
It is
are
hard.
those my shoes or are those Lexie shoes?
That was the same way in college. It was Lacey, wasn't it?
college basketball.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Let's slow this down for a second. Because this is where the real impact of Caitlin Clark shows up. Think about this. Before Caitlin Clark arrived in Indiana, the Indiana Fever were playing games in front of small crowds. We're talking about a couple thousand people in the stands on some nights, a few thousand fans scattered around the arena, plenty of empty seats, and honestly, not a lot of national attention. And during that time, players like Kelsey Mitchell and Lexie Hull were already on the roster grinding it out. They were competing, putting in the work, and trying to build something with the franchise. But the reality is, the spotlight just wasn't there. Then, Caitlin Clark arrives, and suddenly, everything changes. Now the Fever aren't playing in front of a couple thousand people anymore. Every single night, the arenas are packed. Home games, road games, it doesn't matter. Teams across the league are seeing sellout crowds of 18,000 or more when Indiana comes to town. The energy is different, the attention is different, and the expectations are completely different. That shift is what people mean when they talk about the Caitlin Clark effect. And players like Lexie Hull felt that change immediately. Hull has been with the Fever through the tough seasons. She's seen what it was like before the buzz, before the sold-out arenas, before the national headlines. So when the environment suddenly transforms, of course you notice it. The league is watching, fans are watching, and suddenly, people know your name. Now, let's be honest for a second. Lexie Hull has absolutely done her part. She plays hard, understands her role, defends, hustles, and brings great chemistry to the team. Being a reliable teammate next to a star player like Caitlin Clark is extremely valuable. But there's no question that playing alongside Clark also brings a level of visibility that wasn't there before. That's just the reality of sports. Because now, Lexie Hull is becoming a recognizable name around the league. Fans are talking about her. Jerseys are showing up in the stands. Analysts are discussing her role on the team. And a lot of that comes from being part of one of the most talked about teams in basketball right now. So when Hull speaks positively about staying in Indiana, it makes sense. She's part of something that's growing quickly. The Fever have momentum, they have attention, and they have a young core that could compete for years. That core includes Caitlin Clark, Lexie Hull, and rising star Aaliyah Boston, a group that fans have started to rally around. Add the potential return of Kelsey Mitchell, and suddenly you have the foundation of a team that could stay competitive for a long time. That's why many fans believe keeping Hull should be a priority this offseason. She fits the system, she complements Clark's style of play, and she clearly enjoys being part of the organization. If the Fever wants stability and chemistry moving forward, locking in players who already work well together could be the smartest move. So now the question becomes simple. Should Indiana bring Lexie Hull back on a long-term deal and keep this core together? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.